Right, I'm just logging on and seeing excellent. See if you are streaming. Am I streaming? Let's just wait until perhaps one person logs on and sees if it works. But do you want to say hello, Romeo? Say hello, Romeo. I'm going to see if it's streaming on my phone. It says I'm now live, so I'm assuming it is working, but Romeo can verify that, can't you, Romeo? Yes, it seems to be streaming. So we've got no viewers at the moment, but that's okay because I was a bit last minute. So I just want to try out the idea of Q&A. So I've been trying to grow my YouTube channel, as you might have seen over the last sort of months, weeks and months, and one of the things they say to do is to do live streams to try and encourage your fan base to engage and watch. So I might do this more regularly, we will see, but I'm mainly just trying out the tech and seeing if it kind of works. But yeah, if you do see this and want to drop a comment, ask me a question or whatever, I've got a few questions lined up. So first of all, let's start with parkrun. So if you've not seen already, I've kind of made some vlogs of the 4 Oxford parkruns, and yeah, sort of gone round the Harcourt Hill and University Parks, Horse Path and Cutslow Park, and I've done these vlogs to sort of promote kind of the park runs, to sort of, so if you've not seen the vlog, then do have a look. And I had a bit of feedback, so Emma gave some feedback, so I'm sort of thinking that this is a nicer way to answer some questions. Emma gave some feedback. She's a run director at Horse Path, of saying, well, you should do something to do with volunteering. Yeah, so volunteering, and I've done a little vlog on volunteering if you've not seen my vlog on volunteering, so that's as a response to that. And I also had an email from Martin, who kindly pointed out that there was a sort of a text that I put from Harcourt Hill onto the horse path thing. So if you do spot any errors, sort of, I am sort of like, you know, still learning about YouTube really, but thanks for pointing that out. And I also asked him, because he's into Harcourt Hill, about what Brooks's plans are for Harcourt Hill. And he says the public statement is our initial intention to move all teaching from Harcourt Hill to our Headington campus for the start of the 2025-26 academic year. As with any large-scale estate project, timescales can shift, so we'll keep people informed of any changes of the plan. So apparently the landowner of the juniors have renewed it through to July, Romeo, next year, and the adults agreement is also being renewed for just 1 year rather than 3. So in terms of the park runs, both the juniors and the adults at Harcourt Hill, yeah, changes on the foot, but yeah, they're still hoping that it kind of carries on, and they've got 1 year sort of licenses. Yeah, our event director is going to pursue for more information. Not immediately clear to me who is likely to adopt the site, likely to adopt the site, but I also think that change of use or major development of the site wouldn't be trivial to get through. Yeah, so yeah, do go to Harcourt Hill in the next year, because we don't know what's going to happen. Hope, fingers crossed, it will still sort of be a park run, but yeah, do enjoy it while it's there. Whether anything else to say on park runs? Yeah, thank you for watching them. Now I've had a few like positive remarks and people sort of saying things about them. And yeah, let me know if there's any other particular park runs you'd like me to have a look at or kind of cover, particularly ones I guess that haven't been covered much. Let's just have a look and see if the next one, oh yeah, unicycle. So oh goodness me, so yeah, I've done a series on unicycle learning to unicycle. So I've got the unicycle here. There we are. Look at that. So got a car boot sale in Moreton in Marsh, and yeah, a bit of a whim. I think I bought it for £20 or something. The guy was saying it's worth a lot more than that, so I thought, well, why not? It's not something I've I've kind of dreamt of doing, but I thought, well, you know, it's nice to learn things, and you know, it's a kind of good challenge. I like juggling, and yeah, I've got 6 or 7 videos now, but the latest one, there were some kids on the estate, and they were like, oh, come on, show us your unicycling, and I did fall off and sprained my wrist, but I did check it. Someone else, Roz, was saying go and get it checked, you know, just be safe, especially as I'm a musician, so I don't want to injure it. And did get it checked, and it's sprained, not broken, which doesn't mean it's insignificant because it still hurts, but I went and got it checked out by the lovely NHS, and they gave me sort of a more substantial splint sort of thing, which apparently they don't put things in in casts, put fractures in casts anymore, so that's interesting to know. They will use these a lot more, so it would have been the same if it was broken, and I just need to sort of take it easy. But in terms of unicycling, I am quite enjoying it, and I hope you're enjoying sort of watching. I've got one person watching. I wonder if that's me. It does feel like I'm talking to myself, but anyway, like I say, this is a test, and hopefully I might do a Q&A another time with a bit more interaction. Okay, so let's have a look at my other. Can you play left-handed? Oh my goodness me, I need to do another video update on this. But yeah, the amount of teachers, so I'm in a few different teacher forums and stuff, and someone was just asking advice for like class, I think it's class guitar lessons or class ukulele lessons, and I said, well, why don't you string a couple left-handed, and yeah, then this whole sort of debate came up about, no, you shouldn't do that because you should teach it like the proper way, and I was like, well, there's been lots of sort of lots of evidence with people playing instruments left-handed, and so it kind of like it grew and grew, but I was thinking it was just 1 or 2 kind of minority of teachers, but it's actually quite a lot of teachers that are kind of, I don't know, I guess well, my judgment would be ill-informed really, because I have taught quite a lot of left-handed students who do really struggle with it that way round, and then I change it to that way round, and try it, and then they'll like it. So it goes without saying really, we've kind of like had left-handed things in our society for a long time, so it feels very odd indeed actually that music teachers who are teaching lots of kids have a strong view not to use left-handed instruments, but yeah, they do have their reasons, so do watch the vlog, and like I said, I do need to make a follow-up of it because I've had quite a lot of response and interactions on that. Ironically, one of the guitar teachers who was very against playing left-handed was using a picture of Jimi Hendrix playing left-handed, another left-handed guitarist, on his promotion to promote his guitar teaching business. So it was a little bit yeah, sort of controversial, but I kind of feel there's nothing much for me to gain from just sticking in my view, even though I think that I'm correct. I'm trying to learn from the fact that there's teachers who believe that everyone should play one way, and yeah, quite a few friends that are violin players or string players in terms of orchestra and stuff, and the violin teacher at my school actually was saying she's left-handed, and saying about, in an orchestra would be complicated if you've got that, you're going to be bowing each other and stuff like that, and like maybe the left hand does more of the dexterity stuff, so could you play it? I can't really do a bow in that way round. So it's interesting, and if you're interested in that topic, do have a look at the vlog. And I've had some friends. Gareth said he was left-handed, very interested in the topic. And I remember when I was first doing ukulele classes, actually, or maybe it was guitar teaching. A friend of mine, James, who's a sound engineer in Oxford, he was saying, "Oh, just take a left-handed guitar around. Just take one just so they can try it." And at the time I remember thinking, oh well, that's a real that's really annoying to carry an extra guitar, an extra instrument. But I did think about it, and I thought, well, he's kind of got a point, and maybe I should try it. And since then I've never really looked back, because when you give a left-handed kid the opportunity to play the other way, they just look so much happier. But not all left-handed people want to play left-handed. That's the other thing that confuses it. So I've had some left-handed musicians who are quite sort of like, well, I can do it right-handed. And I'm like, well, you're not the left-handed musician that the target's about. Anyway, that's gone into a bit of a sidetrack in terms of questions about it. I guess lots of people have opinions on that who are in the music teaching profession. So I guess if you've got more questions about left-handed instruments, yeah, and I will make another vlog about that, because I think that resonates with me. How many left-handed kids have I got at the moment? Got one guitarist, maybe 3 or 4 ukulele left-handed people, and you know, it comes and goes, because if I'm teaching in a class, and I do kind of understand the teacher's frustration perhaps to sort of do all this swapping. If everyone's doing the same, then that's easy, but you know, we live in an age now where we should be adapting, really. And it's the same with things like dyslexia. So I struggle with my dyslexia, and I struggled with reading at school, and if I'm presenting read-write activities all the time, I think that's the same thing. I'm not including the kids with, I don't know, ADHD or dyslexia if I'm doing one teaching method. So for me, it's the same sort of thing. I'm just going to see if the comments work. I'm just going to say, do write any comments here. Yeah, seems to work. Okay, I realise there's not anyone watching. If you are watching this, hello. Okay, so I will carry on though, because I want to just see. Okay, so this is my latest video. So I've done quite a lot of videos on nature stuff, and I think in terms of my YouTube, they're possibly the most popular ones, which is sort of why I've done a bit more of them. So the Rose Hill Wreck, which is just near me, the tree walk, and I had a few comments from Eleanor, who is very involved and set up the Rose Hill and Iffley Low Carbon group, was sort of saying about the trees, and provided a link to the species of trees, which I put in the descriptions on that video. And great to have such a beautiful record of the trees. They were mown down by the council in summer 2014 and replanted in 2015. So the council mowed down these trees because they couldn't really see them amongst the tall grass, and you know, upset Eleanor particularly, but also, you know, some people from the low carbon group. Maybe I'll turn that round. It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, so that annoyed, yeah, well, a lot of us, but the council did come good and gave us some more established trees to plant in the place of the trees that they had mowed down, and they are now thriving. So I did a little vlog, again, just sort of walking around and showing off, I guess, the area. But the more popular ones that I've been doing for a while is the walk from Rivermead to Sanford upon Thames, so along the river and into some sort of Thames waterland and out, and that's been quite ongoing for quite a number of years actually. In the lockdown, I think, was when I started just pioneering this path, having found sort of some old maps that have the path, and like chatting with like ramblers and sort of how to protect a path once it's been used for so long. And you know, it does go through Thames Water site, but you know, I think they're happy for it to be used, or it's sort of a bit of a loose agreement, but carrying on with that. And then it goes round, and now the Court Place Gardens, which is the other side of Rivermead, has almost finished their development, and linking up to Iffley Church. So there'll be a through path from Iffley Church, so you can go right up to Iffley Lock, across Iffley Lock, and then sort of back by the church, which will be a lovely river walk of like about 8 kilometres, sort of hugging the river to and from Sanford, and back from Iffley or Rose Hill, Rivermead. So yeah, if you're interested in that sort of stuff, do have a look at the content, but also do write comments, or if you want me to do more content. So at the moment, I'm kind of gauging what content people want by how many people view it. if you see what I mean. So I am a musician, I'm a music teacher, and I do create musical content, and I've created one on like fixing my amp and stuff, you know, so there's quite a variety of content, shall we say, but I'm looking for views perhaps as to what I'm making more content of. But I love comments. If you want to write any comments about particular sort of videos or yeah, ideas for videos, then that would be really, really useful for me when I'm thinking of what content to make. I'm just looking for my comments. Dun, dun, dun. So when you write a comment on a video, it does kind of ping me, and I've had a few. So Nature My Eyes wrote, you know, thanks for giving us this very nice tour, such a beautiful and interesting place. Have a great day, my friends. That's such a lovely comment. Reinforces me, you know, actually it was worth making that video. And obviously if people view it and I see the numbers kind of rising on the views, then that encourages me to do it as well. And obviously some of you probably don't care if I do make content or not, but it's nice to see what sort of content you're enjoying. Beautiful, someone has been Hotel Fan 1200. I don't know who these people are, by the way, but yeah, you're welcome to put your name on things if you would like to. Let's just see if I could just find some comments. So sometimes I post things on, say, Oxford Community or whatever, so I've got some comments there. Martha says, walking trees, is it a plantation of Ents? Yeah, so I'm not sure if she's seen the video or not, but a comment like that actually does encourage people to click it, because it just makes it a little bit more ambiguous. Not Ents, just normal trees, and a walk within the trees. So not quite as exciting as Ents, but yeah. Thank you for the comment, Martha. And Alex, we'll have to go check this out properly. Thanks for sharing, Trev. Yeah, so thank you, Alex. So like I say, that's just encouraging me to yeah, make content. Yeah, there's a couple of other things. So in terms of growing my YouTube, so yeah, it's been fluctuating a little bit with how many subscribers I've got. I think I've got something like 600 and something, 640 maybe. It went up a little bit and then it went down a little bit. Actually, it doesn't often go down, but it's sort of like steadied around there. And the aim, as people who deal in YouTube will know, is to get 1,000 subscribers. That's like the big goal for a content creator, is to get 1,000 subscribers. But it's also a goal to get sort of so many watch hours, so to encourage people to watch the video, because ultimately YouTube sort of looks at, you know, how popular the site is, whether to advertise in it, and if it became monetized. If this became an income stream for me, which it isn't, and it's not really on the cards to become an income stream, but it might, that would make my content more important to what I do. Perhaps I might turn into one of these big time YouTube creators. So I have made some memes as well, some shorts they're called, so a bit linking with TikTok. So if you're not familiar with social media stuff, TikTok I never massively got into. I did have a TikTok account, but like the idea of YouTube making these sort of very short, sort of 10-second, 15-second sort of shorts is almost to sort of rival that sort of TikTok sort of idea, where you just have little snippet, a little bit of attention. And in fact, my longer videos, quite often you might get people just watching it for 10 seconds. It's like it's an hour video of my you know favorite music videos or something. But even so, yeah, that little bit is kind of how our attention span perhaps has gone. So I've got some TikTok like videos called shorts on YouTube, and yeah, I do get comments from that. So Emily was eating a dandelion, a meme. She's got like 146,000 views or something like that, which is by far the most views of any of my videos. But it's someone eating a dandelion, and the thing what she did is quite clever actually. See, she pretended to eat it, which obviously riles, is that the right word, a lot of people. So they're like, oh. So I've got comments like, bro, you ain't fooling no one. You know, eat it, it's good. Oh no, that's, well, I encourage him to eat. Fake, yeah, and all of this sort of stuff, which is obviously encouraging more views as well in some respects. I mean, it's all a little bit of fun, I think. And yeah, the various different memes and shorts you can have a look at. They encourage, I guess, people to subscribe to the channel. I'm not sure if that's my you know, main drive for content. It kind of feels like, ooh, what's this do? Ooh, audio input capture. I think it's. I hope it's got my audio, but if it doesn't, then anyway, yeah. So that what was I saying? I've lost my complete track of thought. Yes. So the memes are yeah, really good for encouraging people to maybe subscribe to the channel, but I'm not sure if it's my main drive for content. It might be my drive to try and get 1,000 people to subscribe to my channel, perhaps. But yeah, and the idea of, I guess, live streams is to get more watch hours. So yeah, if people have ideas of what they might like to see in a live stream, maybe a gig. In the past, I've always played songs, so I can't play music at the moment because of my hand. But maybe I'll do songs, but I'm not sure that that's my most engaging content. Talk about politics. So I'm very pleased about the new government. Very pleased indeed in terms of like the change from austerity, hopefully, and yeah, sort of years. Just the fact that there's a change is really good, but also I'm optimistic that a Labour government is good, and we've got no Tory seats in Oxfordshire, which is amazing. So we've got lots of Liberal Democrats as well, and the Liberal Democrats are very sort of seem to be quite into their green agenda. So hopefully the green agenda will be pushed as well. I'm not saying that Labour aren't green, but they've not got massive green policies that were prominent in the election stuff. So hopefully, yeah, the fact that there's a bit more of a broader spectrum in Parliament will mean that more questions and sort of like that narrative is going to get put across more. There's also Nigel Farage, so I mean maybe there's going to be more clown politics and just idiot stuff. But that's my personal view. I mean, like I can talk and live stream about politics, but I'm not sure if that's necessarily what people want to hear about. Is there any others? I don't know if there's. Is that? Oh no, that's the Clean. Well, I did do the Clean Rivers Festival. That was a while ago. That was successful. Did I do any vlogs about that? Not sure. I have been campaigning quite a lot in the past, as you might have seen, with Brown River and sort of like sewage pollution. I did get a student actually ask me if I was going to be interviewed next week, I think for her research, but it's anonymous. I'm like, that's not the way YouTube works. But yeah, let's just turn that off. Can I turn that off? Yeah, so I might help her with a research project about a river kind of quality. I'm not actually sure. I'll have to relook at it. But yeah, I do care about the river and the health of the river. Let me just check again. Sorry, this is just checking that I didn't do. I thought I put another video. No. Image. Yeah, so I did also do a best of my music videos. So best of my music videos, which I haven't got a screenshot of. But yeah, sort of just trying to encourage people. So I have got, you know, quite a lot of people who've come to my channel that don't know what I do, or they've just stumbled on by accident because they've seen someone eating a dandelion, and I'm like, hey, why don't you listen to my Brown River track, for example. But they're just to encourage people to listen to my music, and I haven't actually done a lot of music videos for a while, so it was quite nice for me to go over some of them and talk about how I made those music videos and various different things with that, and put them in a sort of top 20. I did think initially of a top 10, but it was too hard to kind of throw away all of these videos, so to speak. So it made it into a top 20, which isn't all of my videos, but it's quite a lot of my videos. So I hope that's an interesting video, and I did get some feedback, mainly from my mum, that it was quite nice to hear me talk about them. But I hope it's nice for some other people as well. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Let me just check. Like I say, I might do a Q&A sort of thing next time. These are questions that people have sort of written, or comments, and I thought I'd just go over sort of some of the content I've created. But hopefully if I do this again, hopefully it becomes a little bit more interactive and more sort of in terms of current comments. But yeah, I have had people commenting on videos, and please do comment. It's really, really helpful. If you like and subscribe, that's obviously helpful. Views are helpful, but comments is kind of where I really know where you're at. So if you want to comment, that would be amazing. Okay, I think I'll leave it there for today, and I'm not fake. No, I'm a real person. There are a few very strange memes going around, but yeah, I know she didn't eat the dandelion, but that's fine. And yeah, please do let me know, yeah, any of the videos that you particularly are enjoying. Okay, right, I need to work out how to stop it. I'm here forever. Okay, so right, cheerio. Hopefully I'll have a mended hand next time. Bye bye.